This is Unit 1, Introduction to Econ. This is Chapters 1, 2, 4, and a little bit of Chapter 5 in the Green Book, and Chapters 1, 2, and 4 in our new Blue Book. So what is economics? Sounds easy, right? It's the social science, social science. I don't know why I've got two socials there, which studies the efficient allocation of scarce resources. In other words, how do societies decide to use and allocate and distribute the scarce resources, land, labor, capital, and talent that they are blessed with? We're going to be learning about macroeconomics and microeconomics this year. Macroeconomics, the study of the economy as a whole. We often find that macroeconomic terms are kind of familiar to us, things like inflation, unemployment, GDP. Microeconomics is small scale, specific economic units, a business, a household, a particular market, individual decisions, a firm. Those will be the things we'll look at in microeconomics. So how do we think about the world if we're an economist? Well, we have a definite perspective. Economists view things through a few lenses. One is that there's scarcity and choice. There are limited resources in the world. Therefore, we can't have everything simultaneously. Given that, we have to choose. Giving up things, the best thing that we give up to take a particular course of action that we talked about is called opportunity cost. Rational behavior. We assume that individuals are rational. They know how to maximize their satisfaction, and they make choices to do so. And we tend to look at these costs and benefits at the margin, the next or additional cost and benefit, as opposed to trying to calculate them as a whole. Scarcity and choice. Human and property resources are limited. The goods and services we produce are also limited. Scarcity limits our options. Therefore, we must make choices. Rational behavior. We also assume that we're rational. We will make different choices under different circumstances, which increase our utility. Simply put, someone wants to make a pizza. The other person decides to make a hamburger. They've got the same time, they have the same resources in the refrigerator, or the same grill, the capital to produce, or a stove, and they make different choices. Our choices may change as costs and benefit change. A fine of $100 million will prevent most from speeding. $10 may not be sufficient to prevent the behavior. Marginal analysis, cost and benefits. Marginal means additional. And we have kind of a simple rule with marginal cost and marginal benefit analysis. As long as the additional benefit of something exceeds the cost, pursue that choice. If the benefit of getting an extra hamburger after I've eaten my first hamburger is more than it costs me to get the hamburger and the time to consume it, I buy the hamburger. It's pretty simple. But in the real world, sometimes it gets complicated when we look at long-term costs and benefits that we don't calculate instantaneously. In economics, there are a couple different bits of analysis that we like to use, a couple different ways that we look at economic thinking. One is through policy economics or theoretical economics. I think it's a little easier to understand, or perhaps a more common term is positive and normative economics. Positive economics, factual information. The interest rate, the discount charged by the Federal Reserve is 0.5%. Normative economics, what should be? This is the policy aspect. The Federal Reserve should raise interest rates to increase consumer savings, thereby creating inherent long-term stability in the system, and so forth. So positive economics, simple facts. Normative, what ought to be. Okay, guys, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? That's the end of our first little review video. As we move along, we'll record more, and I will upload these for you so you can access them. Go back, listen to my voice over and over again. It's soothing, it's melodic, it helps you fall asleep. It also helps you learn economics if you're stuck and need to review for quizzes.